Welcome back to the WHHI-TV Daily News. As I mentioned before the break, Hardeeville has a new assistant police chief, and that is Scott Gaviglia, and he is here for us to welcome him. So thank you for being here today, and welcome to the city of Hardeeville.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
So tell us a little bit about your background and your experience and how you did come to the position in Hardeeville.
Well, great. Well, thank you. I have 30 years of law enforcement experience. I received my undergraduate in criminal justice and business administration from the University of Cincinnati. Upon graduation, I worked at Hamilton County Adult Probation, which is just outside of Cincinnati. It was a great career. I transitioned over to law enforcement, where I worked for the Union Township Police Department, right on Cincinnati's east side. I spent 25 years there, and I held almost every position imaginable in a police department. I retired as chief there. I served as chief for the last 8 years. It was a 70-member department, and it was big and busy, and I was able to retire as chief, and I had a remarkable career there. Upon retirement, I still felt the urge to be involved in law enforcement. Ever since I was a kid, it's what I wanted to do. But the wife and I and the family, we wanted to get a little further south, get away from some of the winters up north. I'm very familiar with this community. I've passed through Hardeeville and the surrounding areas a number of times in my adult life and travels. And I was alerted to this position, and I put in for it and went through the testing process, and was exceptionally happy to be selected.
Well, congratulations again, and obviously you certainly have the background to prove that you are ready for this job. And so tell us a little bit about the police department in Hardeeville now and what you see as a vision for the future.
I see many parallels from when I started my career in law enforcement at Union Township with where Hardeeville is right now, the Hardeeville Police Department is right now. About 30 members in a very growing community. When I started Union Township, there was about 30 police officers and about 25,000 people. When I left Union Township, the population was about 60,000 people, and we had about 70 officers. So I got to be a part of that managed growth. I earned my MBA through there, and the township provided many opportunities for the police officers. When I was looking for my next career move, I wanted to find a jurisdiction that was growing in a professional and professionally managed manner that could offer the men and women of the department and the community so much more. And I feel fortunate to be in the ground floor here. With the growth that's going to go on in Hardeeville and in Jasper County, the police department and the city is going to continue to grow. I've experienced in that managed growth. I've experienced in how all of it moves fast and slow all at the same time, right? That's the fascinating thing about growth. You see it happening around you, but it's hard to gauge the speed until it's right there. So I'm hoping these tools will help me move the police department forward and be ready as the populations and many other things shift.
Yeah, well, you are right about the fact that it is going to grow exponentially over the next several years. And again, your experience lends itself just to that. So that's excellent. And then we've got about a minute left. And I want to just talk a little bit about your commitment to engaging the community with the police department.
Great. And thank you for that. I want to make sure the citizens of Hardeeville and the surrounding areas know that the Hardeeville Police Department's for everybody. It takes all of us to make this work, and I want to make sure that everyone knows I and Chief Woodward are always open, and we want to make sure everyone's represented by the police department. The city of Hardeeville is putting on its first Citizen Police Academy class, and it's going very well. We expect to have many more and be able to engage volunteers. And again, it takes all of us. The 30 years in law enforcement, many of the major crimes I was a part of and able to solve were solved by citizens helping us. And that's the kind of friendship I want to make sure we put forward.
Well, thank you so much for being here today. It was a pleasure meeting you. And again, welcome to Hardeeville, and we are excited to see what the future brings.
Great. Thank you very much.
And we'll be back in a moment with more, so don't go away.